Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, Worlds of Blitz, and I got some really good, cool news for you guys in today's video. A lot of times, when I give information on the channel, it is based off a lot of data mined information, let's say like new tanks, the Type 57, which is going to be the Japanese heavy tank that's going to go into testing, or let's say the Object 268 version 4. A lot of times we have to wait a long time until these tanks enter testing before I can actually give you guys these statistics and how they are most likely going to play. That is not going to be the case for today's video, as a lot of people have asked wargaming questions, and they have actually replied. Now, the replies were on a Chinese website, as you can see here. Thankfully, one of my subscribers actually sent me this, so thank you very much for this information. Now, I did my trusty translator work, and here we are. We're going to be breaking into all of these questions for today's video. As I said, these are 100% from Wargaming. These are Wargaming partners. As you can see right at the bottom, Q&A is officially from Wargaming. So, all of this stuff here is confirmed to be true. As always, if you enjoy this content and the new information out, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But let's get straight into it. Is there a future plan for the line of the AMX 13105? Now, for any of you that are unaware of what the AMX 13105 line is, this is it here. And it's just an AMX 13 series tank. We already have the 1375, we have the 1390. Well, this is basically a tier 10 1390 that, instead of carrying a 90mm, carries a 105mm. The tank looks amazing. I really like the look of the vehicle. It was a real tank in real life, and it carries a 105mm. So it does 350 damage per shot, at least it would in Blitz, with a 3-shell autoloader, most likely 2.5-second interclip. That sounds really exciting to me, and I think it would be a new line that a lot of people would like to see instead of just having the same old Bauchation 25-ton. Wargaming replied, "The situation of technology in 2022 is basically predetermined, and there is no plan for a new light tank line during the year." Now, that was a pretty vague answer, because we don't know if it's going to be coming into the game, because they didn't say that it is or isn't. But what I can tell you from reading that is they haven't said it's not coming into the game. And that's really the biggest takeaway, is they haven't said no, this line it will not be coming into the game. So in the next years, I do think that we will be seeing an AMX 13105. It could be a premium, it could be a collector, but I do think in the next couple of years we will be seeing this tank entering the game. But you'll also notice there's no plan for a new light tank line during the year. Now, obviously, we're in year 2022, so that means that we probably will not be seeing a light tank line, as Wargaming said, until 2023. So any new lines that come into the game, which we already know the Type 71 is going to be the next line, the Japanese heavy tank, we're probably either going to see a new tank destroyer, a new heavy, or a medium. I don't really know what's going to come. I don't think it'll be a new heavy tank, because we already have the 60 TP, we have the Type 71 that's in testing. It's either going to be a tank destroyer or a medium, so I'm excited to see what's coming into the game in the future, but yeah, I guess we'll have to find out, right? Next up, we have, are there any plans for the Stridsvagn 103B line? This is a tank a lot of people want to see, and it says the 103B will not be coming anytime soon. Now again, that means no, it will not be coming into the game for a while, but they didn't say there aren't any plans. They said will not be coming anytime soon. That means that there are plans to probably bring this tank into the game. Now, for any of you that are unaware of what the Stridsvagn 103B is, this is the tank. It's one of the most popular tanks on World of Tanks PC, and I would love to see this tank come into Blitz. I don't know how it would perform because, well, it's a tank destroyer that has hydraulic suspension, hydro-pneumatic suspension that changes your gun depression, because you'll notice the gun is on a flat mount. The gun itself doesn't actually move. The tank moves. It's a really cool idea, but I don't know how a tank like this would perform in Blitz. I guess we'll find out when Wargaming announces it, eventually in the next 2 years probably. It obviously won't be coming into the game for a very long time, as Wargaming said will not be coming anytime soon, but it's very cool that they have not said it won't be coming into the game, as previously they did say that. When will the Object 268 version 4 be released? Well, please wait. That's what they said. I don't know, guys. It probably, in my guess, will be released sometime by the end of the year, but it could be a Christmas tank. I mean, we are already in the 3rd month of the calendar year, and that means we're already, a quarter of the way there. I don't know, because we also have the Kampfpanzer 50-ton, which just got itself crates, so I think the Kampfpanzer 50-ton will be released within the next weeks, or maybe even month. If that tank is released within the next month, it's either that the Object 268 version 4 is going to be released later this year in the next 5 months or so, or it'll be the Christmas tank. I wouldn't be surprised if Wargaming made it a Christmas tank, but I guess we'll find out, guys. That's really all I can say for that one, because Wargaming, all they said is please wait. Next up, will map banning be a feature? Now, for any of you that are unaware of what that means, in World of Tanks PC, you can select maps you do not want to play on. I think up to 2 or 3 of them. Let me know in the comments. But you can select maps that you don't want to play on out of the 20 or 30 maps that exist. So they are saying that there is consideration for map banning to be a thing in the future. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't think it really needs to exist in Blitz. I guess it would be nice if, let's say you're running a tank destroyer like the Girl 15, you probably don't want to be stuck on a map like Dynasty's Pearl. You probably don't want to be stuck on a map like Himmelsdorf. So if you could ban those 2 maps, it would help you out a lot. Not only would it help you out, but it would help your team out. If everybody has the opportunity to ban certain maps, then everybody would be happy, right? So I think that would be a cool idea, but I would say only ban at maximum 2 maps, because there's not as many maps in Blitz as PC, but they did say there is considerations for it. What do you think of the weird and awful training rooms? What Wargaming means by that is, you know, people that have like the weird furry training rooms, and I'm not against people that like that kind of stuff, but it's not a, you know, not a thing that you probably want to see in a video game. So, yeah, what I'll say is what Wargaming said. If you have any issues with training rooms, you are free not to join it. And if you dislike training rooms you are currently in, you can leave it. That's the same thing they've said for chat. If people are toxic in game or somebody's getting angry at you, just block them. It's stuff like that. So they're probably going to be the same thing on that, which I understand. That's pretty simple stuff. Are there plans for German high-tier lights? We currently have no information, but we can confirm there will be no more lights as we know in 2022, but the German high-tier light line will be completed. So, we do have confirmation that the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen will be coming into the game, which is cool, I guess. I mean, it's definitely one of the lesser popular tanks in PC. This is the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, as you can see in front of you. It's a pretty cool looking tank. It's kind of like an SP-1C, just at tier 10, and I'm not joking. The armor has literally no armor, and the gun's cool. You can see the actual inside of the gun goes up when you aim down. The issue with the tank is it's the worst, no joke, the worst performing tier 10 in the game on PC. So yeah, I don't know how it would come in the Blitz. Obviously, Wargaming would do a good job balancing it, but yeah, we'll find out, because a good example, the Manticore, which we know in PC is a tier 10 light, never came in the Blitz. Instead, Wargaming made their own tank, being the Vickers Light. So we'll have to find out. We will find out in due time, but it's going to be a lot of due time as, again, there are no light tanks coming into the game this year. Where are we? Here we are. Can we sell garage slots? We recommend you develop a game grabbing garage slots. Yeah, I don't know why that's a question, why people would care about that. So, no, you cannot sell garage slots. All right. When will we get new camouflages? Will there be another camouflage in competition? And we plan on another season camo competition. Please wait for details. All right. So, looks like there's going to be a new season camo. That's pretty cool for anybody that plays in tournaments, competition. Will we plan on... Oh, wait, we already read that one. Will we have time-changing maps? That means, you know, let's say you're playing on Molendyke. Will it go from daytime to nighttime? And the answer is no from Wargaming. I mean, that kind of makes sense. First of all, battles only last 3 minutes in the game, and unless you're playing literally at sunset, it wouldn't really make a difference. But as Wargaming said, this would take up too much storage. I don't really know why we would need that. It's not something that affects the matchmaker or anything like that. So, yep. Let us see. There have been rumors that the Sheridan missile will return. Is this true? I made a video on this yesterday, and it is confirmed that the Sheridan missile will return for a limited time. I'm kind of sad that the people that ask these questions did not ask about the matchmaker being fixed, because that is a big issue, and the fact that light tanks can play up against mediums and be absolutely bodied, stuff like that. So, I'm kind of sad that wasn't asked, but there's a lot of questions here, and some of them are pretty cool. So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about what the future of Blitz is going to be. We do know that light tanks will not be coming into the game in the future, at least this year. Next year there will be. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And if you'd like to see more information like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Bye-bye.